Have you heard Amitabh Bachchan's Hindi? Eh? Yeah, speaking, and his father is a great writer, right? And when there was Crorepati, he used to life skill. Greatest lesson from Amitabh Bachchan. What is that?
Anyone can become that. Anyone with knowledge.
कोशिश करने. Everybody knows. Is there a better life lesson than that? And why do you want the children to be taught that every one of us took birth with all the skills taught by Bhagavan, and stupid mother and father makes them to not to do all that?
As an elders, we need to trigger their skills. Then
No.
only they will understand.
No. You should allow them to be like this. If I am like this, it is just because probably my mother gave a lot of freedom to me. I am from a small village. We have a thatched roof. And you can climb a small tree and then climb on top of the roof. I was small, young. I will be on top of the roof. Mother calls, I will not come. She will go around. You don't know where I am going to fall. She has to catch, right? You allow your children to be like this. That gave me a lot of freedom to climb. That gave me a lot of freedom to do anything which I want in my life. And I am like this because my mother never gave a negative sentence about my all mistakes what I did in my life. Never controlled me. I did all mischiefs in my life. All mischiefs. Whatever a child can do in that childhood, I have done it. But mother keeps blessing me by saying, you know what is the blessing which she gives? Mone, nala ni nannavu. You know what does it mean? Tomorrow you will become good. What is the blessing? You know what is the implied meaning? What does it mean? Today you are not good. Tomorrow you become good means what? Today you are not on my standard. As I wanted, you are not behaving. You can also say, we also say, no, you are useless. Instead of that, what you can give? All of you should bless your children by saying, tomorrow you will become good. And I love my mother maximum, that's it. I am a meditation master from Himalaya. I taught meditation to anybody in the world. Never taught meditation to anybody in the world. Because I keep saying, mother's lap is the best meditation center. Just now, one child was there. I made her to sleep on my lap. At least lie down on the lap. That's the blessing. We keep, blessing, stand up, and all that is drama. Much better is what? Much better is. So don't control your children. When maybe this I am saying now, maybe 10-20 years back when some students make mistake, I beat them. Well, very strict to me. I don't think anyone of you will have the courage to beat any student of 8th, 9th class or 12th class, graduate, MTech, MBA, also I do. I've got students, they are scared to come to me because I beat them. That is what I say, that is, they kick back you, but they don't go to me. And repeatedly they do mistake. And I ask them, last time also I gave you bite, again why you are beating? See, after that beating, you make me to sleep on the lap. And that love will give you. To get that, you need to do some mistake, otherwise you don't care. Right? There is a beautiful movie from somewhere the movie I took it. Malayalam. Mammootty is a great actor here. There is a message which he says how to control children. Not directly deriving from the one of the scene. And that's what I thought was the best method to give an answer to. Your children are like kites, they wanted to fly and reach the top of the world. Do you allow the kite to fly just like that? Or do you have to? Do you keep the kite inside your house, don't fly? Kite has no meaning, right? Kite is to fly. But do you allow them without a rope? Then finished, it will fall somewhere. When it has to be controlled, you pull it, and it has to be released quickly. So, children in your hand is like a kite. Allow it to, with full strength, it should go. Allow it to flow. That's my hand. Okay. Allow them to fly as much as they want, in whichever direction they want, wherever the wind takes. But whenever they are in danger, you know when the kite flying, when do you pull? When some other kite comes and moves, that happens in this to most of the children, right? What do you should do? Pull it so that you bear it. So no control. It's actually guiding. You don't say controlling the kite. Allow it to fly. It gives some small. Ultimately, yesterday also I don't know whether I told you LIFE, life. Live in full enjoyment. That's my definition. All my books are in life. Life very simple. Living life very simple. Anyone of you can call me and then when I have to ask me to open a page, and I can tell you that time what you think in the book and page will be. Because most of the problems what you think is different. It was maybe the only one book which came out of, you heard about Oxford, right? You know Oxford? No, before Facebook there was an Oxford. So I started these classes maybe 20 years back. So those days, whenever I have sessions, I'm like, Vishwavidya, they used to respond. Vishwavidya, nobody responds. That's my first impression, the last place. Immediately they will respond on what send a message. Those days, all those questions I answered on or took was printed in a book. They were very serious questions about life. There were a lot of questions. Most of the time when I go around, there will be questions. In 2007, I printed. Questions and answers. That's what it was. So most of them are life related. LIFE. That's why it was just life made it simple. So I would say for teachers and students, LIFE, life is not live in full enjoyment. Learn in full enjoyment. And your learning will become a big investment for tomorrow's learning. Your children will know what is in class. I ask you to write learn. L-E-A-R-N. Cut L. After learning lessons, you remove L word, right? Yes or no? So after learning, what do you do? Remove L. What do you do? So that is why Saraswati is behind the Lakshmi. Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhye Saraswati. And all these are now only when you have strength. Karamule Sthita, Gauri. Some Govinda factories also. They wanted to keep Govinda behind two girls. Different marketing people are there for different works. Unfortunately, Vishnu, Krishna, Govinda, Rama has got more marketing than. And I don't want to. Kadakade Vasate Lakshmi. Lakshmi is money, double. Kadakade Vasate Lakshmi. Kadamadhye Saraswati, Karagule Stita, Gauri, Shakti. And the husbands, Karagule of the HP is action. I get money when I work. If I don't work, I don't get money, right? That's all. And money need not be the money which she pays. I am spending 4 days here. It doesn't matter. Maybe one of you will love you. One student will love you. No? That's my expectation. I'll tell you one college, I have 400 children. In colleges, you know, when a guest lecture comes, nobody attends. Especially engineering colleges. Because most of the teachers are bored. They are bored with teachers. Teachers and students don't like to attend any classes. How many classes you attended by paying your money from your college? But I will tell you, last month I was there at Marriott Hotel in Bombay. Marriott Hotel is one of the richest one. Right? You know one day how much they pay for my per day one session, how much they pay? Individually 3,000 rupees and 700 people attend classes. Costly business, right? All of them pay from their pocket. And you know who are they? LIC agents. Because from that knowledge, they make money. And you think your knowledge is good enough. Improving doesn't matter. Teachers don't. Not scolding you. Many of my relatives are useless teachers. I'm not saying you are useless. Many of my teachers are supposed to sharpen the edges every day. I am scolding for principal. Most of the principals who they keep mementos, awards. Correct or not? Is it a good practice or not? I keep saying directors who can have mementos, but principals should have at least three. At least three. Dictionary. Display. That's the great message. You come to my house and have maybe when I studied in Bangalore. When I shifted from Bangalore to Hyderabad, I had 500 kg. 3 years I stayed in Bangalore. Now what do? KG road I walk. Every time I walk, I buy books. That time 900 rupees only. What book I buy? I have nurses dictionary purchased from KG. Because those days Google was not there. So how do I understand nurses? Words which are there, which even pencil, if I wanted to know, very difficult. Dictionary will give a different meaning. Nurses dictionary will give a different. Medical dictionary, I purchased. Philosophy dictionary, I purchased. All the my library even now in Hyderabad. So when I shifted from Bangalore to Hyderabad, what I had? Books. Now I shifted from where I am staying to government quarters for my wife is a director. My house is full of books, so we are not able to sell them. Understood? So I am going to operate. The other day I was talking to one of my neighbors saying I want to operate for profit. When I used to stay there, every day a lot of students will come. Medical students will come. Engineering students will come. Aeronautical students will come. MBA students will come. What do we discuss? Futurism. What do I trade for? Whatever they want to become, they will become the best. So I go to engineering college. Generally they don't like, but some students they call me, oh, they know this is a different teacher that we call to listen to. My juniors can listen to. Oh, but advertisement comes in the notice board saying you can say class, people jump at it. You know what colleges does? They give you 3 attendance and you sit for 1 hour. Maybe they say 2 hours, you have 6 attendance. No. That's the extra reward given for sitting in classes. Such students also will be pushed to sit in the class. But out of 400, 1 student will become my student after this.
So I was seeing that one girl from the Hyderabad studio in your session that she jumped down out like that.
but you should also comment with her so that I know Vishwavidyapit is active.
I saw that yesterday.
I will know only that you have seen when you comment with her. Okay, what you should do is when you see somebody, reflection is more important. Don't you think? Right there, and so from Vishwavidyapit. Then I will not have told her in the morning that one person is sick. That will be a great work.
When they are not expressing her opinion, how she comes back at the compound and someone brought her to the class.
When she came to me, the next weekend to my house because CAT exam she was performing only 56 marks. Sat from morning to evening in my class, and evening she took examination. She got 90. And she is an MIT student with full scholarship. 3 crores rupees is the fees. She got zero money to be paid. MIT masters. And today while attending this class, I know her she is today. Accreditation before she. Today she is in Bloomington University, Kelly University, Kelly MBA. She is joining for Kelly. Continuous study. Not because her family members, parents. She did not listen to her father and mother. Father and mother used to call her and say, please tell her. She will listen. So who is feeding them? Father and mother bringing them. Correct? Whom they listen to? Whom they bring teachers. Not normal teachers. She must have seen how many teachers in her life, but she found one teacher worked for her. Correct? You should also see Teachers Day what she made a video. Okay. I went to Hyderabad and conducted a camp in some one of the colleges, Vedipatnam, one of the colleges. So the college gave free rooms, everything for free to conduct camps from the students from outside. All of them came there. We used to have camp. And after the camp, she wanted to interview the people how they felt about the camp and record it. So she went to somebody's house in Hyderabad and told BTech students you don't know. You leave them, they will go with somebody else. So father and mother closed to them inside and locked the house at them. And this girl interviewed her through the window. So you can see that response also is the same. So sometimes you have to control, sometimes you have to be very strict, sometimes you have to be given full freedom. And how much freedom is to be given based on how much maturity you show. So I keep telling children, if you are 10 years old, show 20 years maturity. Right? Yesterday also I told the children who are in 8th class. I asked what is your age? 13. Behave like 23. You have a big fight with your husband, then tell them, think that we are 20 years younger. Will you fight? No. I have a beautiful poetry, Life of Love. Philos agape. Philos is blind love. Teenage love is called philos. That's why philosophy. PhD is Doctor of Philosophy. What does it mean? I have a blind love towards my subject. That's why I have a PhD in mathematics. Correct? Hidingly also I do mathematics. You understood? And then it becomes gross. Gross is a marriage life. You go for marriage, after marriage you go somebody's marriage, immediately they will ask you, why you did not give your husband? As if without husband you cannot attend a function, right? Because it's what is social system demands for you. You have to always be accompanied by it. Correct? But then, last love is called agape. You know what is agape? The beautiful advertisement is the best thing which I can show. Amul chocolate something is being shown. An elderly person was eating it. And then the chocolate was given to his wife. And she is waiting. And he removes his teeth and gives. Put the teeth because he doesn't have teeth. Both share the same teeth. Understood? To depend on somebody so much, without that you cannot live. You need somebody's hand to hold you, right? So she's well. Oh, wait. That's the very hold. That love is called agape. Without that, you cannot live it. So you can reach from eros to agape. That's one of my poetry. Chemistry.
So my question is,
What's up, Dr. T?
what plays a major role in the molding the kid? Are the parents or
Actually, we are not molding the kid. That word itself is bad.
okay, guiding us?
We are actually P performance is equal to, right? That's DrTPS formula. P performance is equal to A attitude, O opportunity, and S skill. And educators and parents are supposed to give skill only.
For example, if parents
Finish. What are the skills you can give to your children? Reading, one of the skills. Very less in these days posted. Okay? Reading, writing. Third one is arithmetic. Fourth one is memory. Memorizing. Slokas, songs. Anything is memorizing. If you have memorizing power, 100% I can make the child a IAS. IAS is only memorizing. Right good marks in exam is only memorizing. How much you can memorize, that much marks you can get. So it's a must. Don't think that memorizing is bad. But we keep saying memorizing is by heart, right? But I keep saying it is not by heart. We are using a bad word, bad sentence. Learn by. You translate to your mother tongue. It has a different meaning, right? You have to understand the concept and learning is called by heart. But we use it not by heart. Actually, there is by heart. But learn, slowly use it. Learn by heart. Keep with emotions, with passion. If that can be done with the memorization, they are the best students in the world. So teachers are supposed to do this. Parents are supposed to support this. Okay, so reading, writing, and arithmetic. That is the skill you should give. And when you have this, definitely there will be a lot of questions. Every child by birth has got this question. Have you seen any child without asking what is this, what is this, what is this, what is this? They grab everything around them and then ask, who is making them to stop this? We are this. After some time they don't ask why. Because you doesn't give you put a ground and see this don't disturb. Because you have no answer for most of the questions, right? Yeah? So should you control? Should you guide them? No. By birth, you all have the ability to ask questions, inquiry. Okay? We are given with the zeal for knowledge. That's why we are human beings. But our elders stopped us. If you can entertain them in your class, yeah, they don't go to class to teach. Ask anything, I am going to answer you. You will find a lot of questions. Okay? See, if you do that, the skill will improve. Attitude improves with the environment. You cannot improve by yourself. Family, relative, culture, every ambience, neighborhood, everything matters. Attitude is there, skill is there. Then the next one, opportunity. Word is full of opportunity. Correct? Now assume I have an attitude and a skill. I don't have opportunities. What do? I hunt for opportunities. Assume I know swimming, but I have no attitude for swimming. Even swimming pool is there, I will not see that. I know swimming, but I have an attitude for swimming, and I know swimming, and there is no swimming pool. What do I do? I go anywhere in the world where there is a swimming pool. Understood? If these things are done, parents' job is take them to such places, provide them opportunities. Everybody, say, suppose somebody has to go for a polytechnic. Immediately, I have got my students who are my mentees, my relatives. We are going for a holiday. I said, where are you going? Delhi. No. Go to Missouri, IAS training center, show them IAS training center, come back. Finished. One trip you do, your imagination to become IAS automatically will come. Because that is a great center for training, where everything is there. Nowhere in the world do you find such training facilities. Now assume you cannot go there. Now today everything is there on YouTube. How many of you have seen IAS training centers? IAS training centers. Have you seen it? As a teacher, you see that. Tell every student to look at it once. Wow, look at that center. I was dying in this place. You know, they learn horse riding, they learn swimming, they get military training, everything they get. And that training for 2 years will worth crores of rupees, which is even free. Don't you feel like sending somebody there?
Yeah, IPS training center.
Everywhere. IPS, IAS, IFS, everything. First year is the same. Nobody can substitute them. And you can go to different countries and experience those lives also. Assume that you are a zoology person. My brother was born. You wrote civil service. IFS, Indian Forces Service. Right? So anywhere in Kerala or anywhere, assume that he Hyderabad he comes, you just have to tell somebody else, everything is arranged. So that facilities which you have, you enjoy, money you enjoy, power you enjoy. In my hometown, near that village, there is a ecotourism center. It is recognized by government because my brother was a forest. See, government has a lot of fund. And being in government, you can provide it for development. So your resources are equivalent to a government, right? So you must look at different. You understand? These are parents. Now, the girl came as an aspiration towards they said, cut all the newspapers, different filing cabinets, put these files there. That itself is acquiring knowledge. And write sentence about each one. History is study. And memorize that. That's all it is. I told you, the other day I went for marriage. The Homi Baba Convention Center was the hall. Homi Baba's statue was there. So immediately I read which year to which year. Generally they will write in bracket, right? But that's not a bracket form. That's a learning. Even when you attend a marriage, it is a learning. So I read 1966. Oh, how do I remember that? Oh, when I was 2 years old here. Studied, right? Then what did I do? I computed age, what age he had? 15. Now I don't have to by heart the date of the year of birth, right? I can compute it. Finish. Year difficult to remember. But what you can remember is age, event. Easy to remember. Give this ability for your children. How do you do that? When you go for a marriage and you see, observe, read. This is not it. Now, I don't know how many of you would have read when you buy a water in the Bisleri water, right? What do you call Bisleri water? Even if it is a different company, you call it as Bisleri. Otherwise, it is a mineral water. Is it mineral? Have you read it in there? It says only packaged drinking water, most of it. very regularly use it now. But you need to read, take it for granted. This ability you give to your children. There are so many such things you can give to your children. Okay? With a lot of activities. Activity can be taking them in the market also can be a great activity. And my young children, and I have my young children, what do I do is in the bus stop, the bus comes. You know, for all the parents, putting them to school bus is one of the most tension job. Why? After dumping the door only, I have to go to my office. Number one, that's the reason. Yes or no? You don't pick up them from the house, no. They have to come and take the bus stop. I also did this in my life, but I enjoyed it. So what do I do? I asked my children the newspaper, purchase whichever is your choice. I have two sons. So they have to run and pick up whichever paper his choice first. If the first one buys Deccan Chronicle, the next cannot buy Deccan Chronicle. He has to buy in the next visit. So they have a competition. Who is going to reach first to buy? Why? Because someday there will be an education bus. So he gets it, that paper is going. And what he does, he finishes reading the newspaper before the bus comes and ends. And as the bus comes, he goes with the paper. Paper is distributed to many children. And these two children of mine will explain what he read in the newspaper. And my first son will read one news and then ask the next fellow, who is younger one, find out where this news is in your newspaper. What is that news written? This is not a game of money. I keep listening. My newspaper reading is over. Who is reading for me? Even now, even if I tell my son who is in Dublin or America, this is today's main news, I already finish it. Even now, they know everything what is happening. You understand what I'm saying? As I reached what I did was my. So you should create your children with the curiosity to read newspaper, understand what is happening around the world. Then you will enjoy. You don't have to do it. Yeah, I was showing the girl who was speaking was this girl, who did not change her DP for last 2010 or 12 years. Must have changed mobiles every year. Who will do that? One mother's father's picture also they will keep it. They keep. But I have students who keep doing this. That's the affection and love which students have. As soon as I read to here, what did I do? I gave my location. Because I never asked where I am going to be there. Did they ask me? I said, no, somebody comes and receives me, wherever they are, please tell them. But as I reached there, I have sent a message saying that I am so to my family group. You know what my son did every day? With that? So my son found a best bottle nearby and said, this is the best bottle I have ever place. And that is Bhima's bottle, not nearby actually. Why you used to do it? That's interesting, right? Google. I told when I come here, what do I do? I study about your campus, which campus is there. I know everything. Most of you I have seen your videos. That's why I told you. Your moral studies, biology was explaining. Go. I cannot remember the name because many things I see that. So you do a lot of homework. Make your children do it. And make them good travelers. That's also must. Yeah. 3 days before holiday, my son travels to the next city. Take a break and travel. Experience comes only with travel. And how do your children get courage to travel? When you travel along with children and they get courage to travel, right? can add any point. Yeah. That's it.
Suppose if you don't create areas study now, if the schools taken for that old age home visit, which is it?
This is it.
Doesn't it? Kid stays in the school for 6 hours, stays in the house for 18 hours. So they period of 10 years, 2.5 years kid is at school.
No, I tell you, don't evaluate your children by the way they are behaving. In grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, they are not the same in 8th grade. And don't evaluate your children when they were in 8th grade in the way they will behave in the after graduation. Everybody is changing. So the basic, see for example, we were not in connection physically, we were not traveling. I was not able to connect with most of the people during the COVID. I am from a small native place called Nadul. Very small village, but development was nil. Electricity came when I was doing meditation. I am from such a remote village. What I did was this year Teachers Day, I contacted all my teachers on phone. Asked some youngster to go and sit there to operate the Google Meet. And on Teachers Day we had a meeting. 80 people are. Do you think when I do that to my children, I don't have to tell them I did it? Why? I am busy this time because I am conducting such a program. Don't you think they will have a quality environment? And when I speak to my brother's children, once in a while I add them on to my WhatsApp and say, talk to my brother. So I am connecting my son to my brother's children. So whenever I talk, maybe once in a week, I speak to all my relatives in which my children are not in some meeting or busy, I will add them. Connecting them to all the relatives. Correct? If you are not taking care of your own relatives and elderly person, what is the point in going to some old age home and doing that?
So the atmosphere of the house basically.
That is what I said to the opportunity around you. Creates that. Attitude is what creates your opportunities. But as parents, we have to create the ambience so that your attitude is met. Okay? So we have to create. If I am behaving well with my many times, see, 2014, I made a whole family meet. My family is too large, 300 people. I conducted a lot of people came from different parts of the world, stayed with me. My children are also part of arranging it, organizing it. My house was a Saturday meeting place in Hyderabad, where I used to teach a lot of slokas. And that slokas, what I taught is formed into a Nitya sloka, which I was teaching my children. Anyway, I am teaching my children, why not neighbors? You understood? So your house has to become a place of satsang. That's what is called satsang. What is satsang? So many people will come and then meet you. When you do that, automatically you are connected to hundreds of people. The ability to talk to anybody without inhibition will be inside you. And you will learn a lot of things from different people mixing. What are you doing? What job you do? I don't tell, but one student whom I met, I asked, what is your mother, what is your father? Immediately asked what he does. You don't know. I asked somebody, what is your father? Bank employee. What he does when he goes to bank. Why they don't know? Because the child was never with the parent in the bank, right? I have never done it. My children were with me when I go for it. Assume Hyderabad, I conduct a program like this. My son and for 5 and visiting them. Whomever they want, they can come and sit and then listen what I am doing. So my son has seen me counseling hundreds of people. So I remember when he went to symbiosis, he was sitting in a canteen for eating, he was seeing one girl was dying there. Immediately he went and said, what are you doing? He was only a graduate first year student, you know. After a person just joined in 2 years. Then she told her problems. You talk to my father. He knows how to talk. Can you imagine your son becoming? And then I asked her, she's from Kerala. Yeah. Then I found her grandfather was my friend. So I said, Vijay's grandfather. Vijay was my guest. So immediately what I did is I took his picture along with me and then posted him saying that I'm with your grandfather. So he is no more. Now she considers that I'm equal to his grandfather. Right? That's how you connect.
So then I asked a question like in the chapter, like people, their roles are what they do.
I have a big story to tell. I am holding myself not to tell that story. I have a big story to tell. I am holding not to tell that story. Yesterday also I wanted to tell, but I will make it very brief. When I was in Delhi in an office, I was deputy director, I had an assistant. He was from Tamil Nadu. In a forest area, he is from a forest area. There are tribals. Okay? So in Delhi, one of the classrooms, the teacher was teaching in Tamil Nadu, Odisha. Some places you will see SC, ST people. ST means inside the tribals. They live like in the forest. The color is also explained. So many things are explained. And this boy goes and asks Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar is my colleague, my junior. Now he is a director. The Vijay Kumar's son is asking Vijay Kumar. Next time when we go to our native, you must show me a tribal. Because Delhi tribals are not seen. Now it is seen. Correct? So those days it was not seen. So you show me. This is how we teach social science. Correct? And you know who is this person asking? Vijay Kumar himself is an ST. On reservation he got the job. The child is sleeping with the mother and father who are tribals. But the child doesn't know what is a tribe. So we learn so many things that are very close to us in the textbook. Because academic learning is never connected to the social life. That's the problem. But that is because we don't travel. I am from a place, my mountain is climbing and we have STs. Scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. So in my class, there used to be a lot of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. But we don't treat them separately. We know social studies, academic lecture class is different from social. So academically, how do you improve them? Give example, drawing, documentary, all that. When you see, sometimes you are able to learn, sometimes you are not able to learn. So Vijay Kumar had a big role. How do I tell my son that I am also here? Because he got into a higher degree, he don't want to declare his son in reservation category. Is it? There are options now, not to declare your caste. You did not declare. Because they don't want to get that. Because some people will look at them in the academy. So, social science have to be learned, going to them, talking to them. My camp, what do I do that? I send these children to all the places and I have got a beautiful program in which when they come to my camp in my village, from my house I ask them to go Papatan's house. Papatan's house is little far, one of my cousins. So in between, you have to speak to all the people who you see and collect all the details about them. Minimum 20 people you have to see before reaching. 20 people means you will learn at least 60 days. Because 20 people when you speak, either husband, the children, father, mother, brother, somebody will know. And when you are going to a shop, get all the list of items, how much it costs. You know, Gulf who took birth and lived there, and they come to the village. Evening they come and say, my whole life I never knew this many people. Now I know all people in this village. And actually that is the way of advertising my camp. Because I don't keep a board, I don't tell somebody I am conducting camps. Many people from Gulf will come through my contacts on WhatsApp. when they come, how do I declare that there is a camp happening? The children are going around the different places. Got it? So next day onwards, many people will come in different items to eat. Because it's like a village is getting a lot of guests from Gulf, from Europe. Don't you think they wanted to feed them? You understood? And they also tell my students, you go and if somebody gives you food, don't reject. Because today I am not feeding you. When you conduct a camp, you don't have to give dinner, lunch and all that. So what do I tell them? No lunch, no dinner today. Your food is in different houses. Because I don't take a pre-attendance, how many people will come, prepare, all is not there. We don't even have doctors, no hospital even today. There is only government hospital, government morning, evening they go back. No 90 doctors. I have 200-year-old hospital. Look at Nanam, Janam, camp. Nanam is my house. You know what's Nanam? Yeah, Shiksha is my website. But there is a trick inside Shiksha. SHIK, Shiksha, right?
Yeah.
You write that. Shiksha, SHIK, SHIK. Now take the same spelling. SHIK. What is SHIK? That's the name. So how did you get Shiksha from my own name, right? And what is Narayan? Janaki is my mother's name, Narayan is my father's name. Janaki, Narayan and Vendra. That's called Narayan. Janam. Janam. Narayan. Janaki is my mother's name, Narayan is my father's name. I lost my father when I was 4 years old in an accident. So I had 4 deaths in my life. Many accidents happened. And I am type tested by Baba. It's an extended my life. So I don't care about dying. Courage. Children should have courage. When my son told to go to admission in Pune, I told him, go and join. I am not coming. It's your job. Find your hostel. No hostel is not a job. You have to hunt your own accommodation. Go. Is it not giving courage after 12th class? Will you send your children like that? So protective, right?
So any age, like if you consider third standard, fourth standard means not even only third, fourth. So I cannot call them naughty, but they keep hitting each other. We keep on telling them not to do this, what if it hurts you back. So many ways we try to convince them. But still, if they continue to do so, in the next day as well. So how do we guide them?
See the sports, games, playing, pets, running behind them. There is a great energy which is to be released from these young children. If you don't give avenues for them, they will lose all this. Number 1. Number 2. When children with their parents come and then say this is a hyperactive child, I get a lot of such. When they are hyperactive, the time in which you had sex for producing this child, what food you eat, have an impact on the child. That cannot be corrected that easily. That's a manufacturing defect.
Others are getting hurt.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying why they are doing it. So what to be done to them? Give them activities in which they can release the energy. That's the only thing which can do. Nothing else can do. If you tell them to keep quiet, actually they become more rebellious. And tell you there are strict parents, strict teachers, strict environment when they grow. And such people when they grow, they get married, their wives will become the sufferers. You understood? Or the husbands will become sufferers, spouse will become sufferers. Assume that the wife also is not able to show, husband also is not able to show because of reasons. There can be many reasons. The children will. You know, when somebody comes with such a complaint, immediately, I've got something which happened last week. There are a lot of, when some cases comes, I don't speak to them. I tell them to send your complaints, I will see later. You see how many voice message. You may not understand. Relationship issue was there. I understood that is the problem with my son today, who is not listening to me. The complaint started by saying, I need help for my teenage son, who is not listening. Reason is already understood, no? You know, when the first call came, I only asked, how is your relationship with your husband? The answer was that. Yeah, it was very tough. Finished. Your child will become better.
So school cannot matter. Is it
You can. That is why I am saying that attitude change can happen by slow growth.
How can they realize themselves?
Yeah, that is not the age of that small age. Small age you must entertain with a lot of games, activities. So I have a great concept called Grandma Child Care Center, in which my concept is age 3 to grade 3, allow children in a hall like this, play. Just play, that's it. You look at one program called ICON. ICON. ICON is this. Iconic, means like this, right? I'm only focusing on it, nothing else. That was one program. You know, Shobha developers. Shobha developers have got a corporate social responsibility project in this teaching. So the program which I did there is called ICON. So they have this thing. And that is one of the best schools ever I have seen
In terms of
in Palakkad.
best school in what?
I will tell you, you go to the washroom, KG children have got a WC which is that size. Grade 1 has got little big. The wash basins are different sizes. You understood? Dancing is full of girls. And KG class has got 3 teachers, 1 teacher and 2 assistants. And it's fully different themes. When they reach there, it looks like an aquarium. And they have got a sick room where all the pictures are there in my blog. Maybe in one of the videos also it may be. Shobha developers, DrTPS. I work with them. It's beautiful. So it's an environment in which, you know, children, the poorest of the poorest, he doesn't free. Poorest of the poorest from the village is picked up, may get 500, 600 applications. Only the village people who doesn't have the drinking habits, bad habits and all that, they can apply, and from that, no interview, nothing, lottery. 90 children are selected per year. I went with her, worked with her 1.5 years. It's a great learning. But then I told him, from these children to show the result after 12th class, it takes 8 years. But you give me 7th class children who are passing to 8th class, in 2 years I will show that they will become international standard. I took 45 girls, 45 boys. I taught them how to speak English. Because they were from Malayalam, I converted them to English. And then, Saturday, Sunday, we used to have movie. That's what I was saying. Movie, stop in between, act. That's what I told I used to give them. All down, 37 of them postgraduates and 1 in UK study. Many in Wipro had got the education program in Bangalore. 6 of them got direct appointment after graduation. Most of them got settled in the high school. What was the time when they were admitted in the classroom? The parents and teachers and all the neighbors will say these children will become nothing in their life. So I was transferring them from Malayalam medium to English medium. Everybody started looking at me and said, what are you doing? They don't even pass in Malayalam medium. I said, wonderful. You have no guarantee that they will pass. So failing in Malayalam medium is more prestigious or English medium is more prestigious? Anyway, they will fail. Let them fail in English medium research. Correct? And still, my children are with me. Those children are with me. Very rarely you will see. You know what did I do? On January 26th. What is January 26th? What do you see on January 26th? What do you sing? There is a song you sing. Monday? Yeah. On January 26th, morning 9 o'clock to 12:30 was only one day. One day. What does it mean? Sujala. What does it mean? Subhalam. What does it mean? See, when you do it, don't do a ritual. I don't believe in rituals. Understand word by word. Sujalam. Su is good, no? What? Beautiful one. Where is it? In my land in India. So what should be done? Remember all the beautiful rivers. I don't stop there. Gange, Yamuni, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalesmin, Sannidhi. Read all the rivers. Imagine India with full of rivers. The other day I was flying. One mother was telling us, "Church, this is some river. Actually, that's not that river. It's a different river." I wanted to correct it, but I thought, mother also don't know, father also don't know, so you can do anything, right? Actually, that was Krishna river. I said all the river names are girls' names. I posted one blog. And then somebody asked me, Krishna? Anybody can answer? Eh? Krishna river is gents or girls?
Sir, use the name actually. Girls also use boys also.
Actual original name of the river is Krishna river.
Okay.
Then it is terminated and then become Krishna. Only one gents name river is there, Brahmaputra. That is why anybody stays nearby, that will have problem. When the rain comes, trash everything. That's it. Otherwise, all Putris is silent. So, lot of information, collect, ask questions, describe, learn word by word and ask them to do a lot of things. Yesterday I was telling you want your children to keep quiet, give them tough exercise. What can be the tough exercise? Take a paper, take a needle, make a hole, give a string, ask them to pass through this. No. Don't give a small thread, little bigger which you know. Right? Have it done. I am saying what I have done. Children have a lot of patience. This is how they learn patience. Give task. Don't ask them keep quiet. Decide that you don't use any strict words like keep quiet. But you should show. Let their energy go waste. Finish. Exhaust. That day water should be over. Gas is over, then silence. No. So I keep saying a silent student who comes to me will become violent. A violent student who comes to me, I make them silent. Both I can do. Different tricks. Lot of traps. I do lot of traps. Look at DrTPS some camps. You can see lot of traps. Two small towel is good enough to make an elephant. Look at DrTPS elephant. And teach how to do it. That also I record in the post because I've got a lot of nephews, nieces, their kids and all. So I teach them. They say, yeah, record it. So I put on video. You will see this. Cooking also. Small tips. How to cook. Biryani. Kerala. Ghee rice. Okay. How to prepare tea also is. Energy has to be released in the body. I also do a lot of agriculture jobs. You can see cultivation of potatoes, farming of potatoes. I work in the field. When my son comes from Dublin, I will say, today, full day I will come. That's fine.
Kids are actually always require
You should make them violent. You to make them violent. Give a good company, silent fellow and violent fellow. Good enough.
Like, they don't like shopping. There are these kids who complain some because they all are making noise.
See, I tell you those who have, see for example, suppose you have migraine headache. You don't like your sound. It gives you headache. Correct? So, the psycho, physical, emotional, all that is related. Days mood also is related, right?
How to balance that in the class?
That is what the classroom is supposed to be. Otherwise, learning they did not come to classroom. These social means, with all the problems around also you live is what is, see for example, babyhood, then early childhood. Before they come to schools, everybody gives gift to them. Correct? That's what happens in all the birthdays, right? Now you know the return gift process. You know what for? It is to teach the child, it is not only receiving, I also have a responsibility to give back. My son, when the young son, when he went to KG, his physical education, that PT period, was matched with my elder son's PT period. So they are at the same ground. What will happen? No, my son is not going to care. But my son's classmates will know this is Hari Krishna's brother Krishna. And there was a beautiful girl, so cute, she don't play with anybody. She always comes to my younger son's place and then she doesn't have younger one. So loves my younger one so much. One day, this little girl, grade 3, told my grade 1 boy, today I am going to take you to my house. You know what my son did? Pulled her hair, smashed her down, she became unconscious. Because he doesn't like to go away from his house, right? That's become a police case. My son is also married because I am also married. If I don't like somebody finished it. See, that doesn't see that he is going to be like that all his life. He was like that in childhood. But then, he was not a very good student, he was not getting good rank, he did not even care. 8th grade onwards, he became very serious. Now he is a chemical engineer, nuclear scientist and everything. Even know what I do, last week also, you know what did I do? 1999, his 6th birthday videos I have in my archive, which I never posted during the time. YouTube has got a lot of restrictions. Only 1 minute will be written. So it was 20 minutes. So the other day what I did was, I posted his 99th birthday. If you look at my last video posting, you can see my kid's birthday. Energetic and active, no? It has to be like that. Children are supposed to be like that. So don't allow them to. That is why drill period. Right? So what do you do? Make them companies like this. Today we had teachers groups made. Active, everybody has to be part of it, right? So 3 times, 4 times you do workshop like that, everybody will be a common part. They will share. Create activities in which you can make them partners. Running, discussing, so many things are there. It's a message.
So we spoke a lot about creativity. How do we bring in this creativity in assessment? Because everybody, for a parent, a child marks is important. For a child, an exam is a nightmare. And now for a teacher also it's a nightmare because you have to create something with the competency. Everybody will question. So all this creativity from data to information to experience, how can we bring in creativity in question paper?
Actually, yesterday's the chance if you did not get it, ask it yesterday morning, or even of making notes, but somebody else will have. That is actually Vivekananda's concept of man-making, which I made into a picture. Vivekananda has a beautiful concept of man-making. Education is man-making. That is the definition by Vivekananda. He believes the purpose of education is
bring out the qualities already.
ఆహార నిద్రాభయ మైథునాని సమాని చైతాన్యాం పశూనా జ్ఞానం నరాణాం అధికో విశేషో జ్ఞానేపి హీనం పశుభిః సమానం. ఆహారం ఫుడ్, ఆహార నిద్ర భయం, you know, right? మైథునం sex. All these feelings are there for animals and human being. ఆహార నిద్ర భయ మైథునాని సమాని, equal for human being and animals. Samani Chaitanya Nunam Pashuga, human being and animals. Jnanam Narana Vigo Vishu. What is extra for human being? Knowledge. How do you get knowledge? Inquiry. Inquiry. Questions. Quest for knowledge. Correct. If quest for knowledge is there, observation will come. You will become an artist. You will become a creator. It's very simple. How do you make that creativity? How many of you can speak about any given topic half an hour? Depending on the topic. You tell me one topic. Now tell me one topic. Very generic, not necessarily academic, great things. Okay, let me ask you. Pen, which you have in your hand is pen, right? Will you be able to speak about pen for an hour? I will prove in next 5 minutes. What's your name? What's your name? Rekha. I will tell Rekha in 10 minutes you will tell, you can speak about pen for 1 hour.
So I don't know much of
That is what I am saying. I can make you in that. That's my guarantee. You understood? All of you take a new page. Like an LKG student in the center of the, without the confuse, being confused, draw a sun picture. The sun, not your sun. SUN. LKG student stand, we told you now. Paragraph. Draw a graph, put arrows. How many arrows rays you will put? Rekha.
Yes.
That's why I said Rekha. See, because I asked you something, I gave this exercise. I am a very creative person. What I have is only creativity and language. Rekha. Lot of Rekha, right? Rekha or Rashmi? Both are there. What are you drawing? Rekha or Rashmi? Okay, now in the center of that round you write pen. Assume I want to speak about the pen. In each of these rays, what are all the different aspects of pen you can talk? Tell me one aspect. Color. So one line you write color. Next one, science. Next, shape. Next, brand. Next. See the brand when you say, do you want to know the brand? Do you think somebody like Amitabh Bachchan uses a Renault pen like yours? Will they use? See, I went to one of the this pen you will not see anywhere in the world other than this. I went to one of the Abu Dhabi schools. I was telling your teacher no. She asked me how much to pay. I said, I don't take money. So when I go to Abu Dhabi also for teachers training programs and school programs, they ask me, I said, no, I don't know. And one school gave me this. This is called monkey brand. And there are a lot of monkeys pictures inside it. You know, cost of this will be costing nearly 1.5 lakhs. That's one brand which you cannot get anywhere else in the world. And I have so many such pens. Because I don't take money. What do? They give to such pens, right? Brand. The pen which you carry will tell you. Correct or not? So it can be a gift. So another things can be, pen can be a gift, right? And do you know there is a great proverb which says, a Yeah, lot of codes. And then, do you know the mechanism of the pen? The board in which it rotates gives the. And do you know the traditional history of pen can be another history of pen? Then people have pen names, right? Then another one. Come on, come on. Type of the pen, ink of the pen, thickness of the pen, 0.3 mm, micro tip pen, ball pen, whiteboard pen, correct? Gel pen. Now you know each one of them. Want to expand a little bit and speak 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. And if you think it's only few minutes, don't you think you can speak hours together? You tell me DrTPS can speak hours together only on pen. Guaranteed. And you look at DrTPS, 70 topics, 1 hour 26 minutes. I was taking an MBA program. Each person will give you one topic, I will speak 1.5 minutes, next 1.5 minutes, next 1.5 minutes, next 1.5 minutes. I go around and then finish all the topics. The topics can be anything in the world. Got it? Now tell me, Rekha, how much time you can speak on a topic like pen? This is called divergent thinking. What is it called? Divergent thinking. Now what you should do is each topic number which has to come first. Applications of pen should come first or production should come first. History should come first. So now you number them in the sequence. So first is called data collection. Okay, another beautiful subject. Now you first. How do you become a good communicator? How do you become a good communicator? Now, first collect data. Collected data. Then sequence them. Then frame them. Now immediately I should ask, should I speak 1 minute or 10 minutes? Understood? That is called the formatting. Sequence them and format them. Don't you think your classroom can make your children so creative? Okay, now you are all teachers. Let me give you one example. Vidya. You take another page. This is another exercise. So many subjects in the world. You keep on divergent thinking. You know, what a creativity in your classroom. Don't you think like this? So, Rekha is becoming Rashmi. Both directions. Okay. What did I say? Vidyapi. Write Vidyapi. You know spelling, right? You know spelling? Write Vidyapi. Which are the spellings there? V, I,
D, Y, A.
Only those are given as blocks to you. Now your job is create a single letter word which has a meaning from that. Tell me. Vibrant. Single letter. Beat yourself, love yourself. Single letter. Learn to beat yourself in your teachers. I is there. It has a meaning. So you got one single letter. Next step. Why has no meaning? No. Don't become blue. Single letter word. A. We have no meaning. We have no meaning. No, dictionary meaning should be there. So you got two words. One is I, one is A. Right? So that is two single letter. Now two letter words. How many meaningful two letter words you can use? 3. Tell me. Are you getting it? How many? My question is you keep writing as many as you can. Tell me how many you can create. Guess, at least guess.
P
tell me how many you can create. Don't look at them. Now, only those alphabets you can replace in different forms here and there, here and there, and here and there. How many you can create? In one number only I got. You can get 3. Now tell me how many, if you sit whole day and night and 124 hours, how many you can create? 2 only. You keep your hand on your head and say, what Janma is this? Somebody else. Rekha, you will realize you don't know the potential of the elephant, it doesn't know the elephant's potential. How many? Don't give me theory. I want a number. Don't blah 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 is going to do to your children, but not with the teacher. More than 10. More than 10 is a big number. 1,000? 1,000 is also more than that. Tell me a number. Mathematics is always precise. But 10 letters all combination doesn't become meaningful words somehow. Tell me how many you can make. Guess. 5. You are wrong. I have done this before coming. And Vidya Peti can make 28 2-letter meaningful words. And my student will make, if I give it now and she is active, I have got children who will make all the 28 and so on. Now don't do this. I am giving you exercise. How many 3-letter words you can? Guess. Now guess. You know how many? 99. How many 4-letter words? 105. How many 5-letter words? 47. This is what I did in the aircraft. My mind was full of India. Don't you enjoy? 1 hour will you feel bored? Are you creative? Are you testing your vocabulary? Don't you feel at the end of the day? And total together 302. 1 letter, 2 letter, 3 letter, 4 letter, 5 letter, 6 letter, 8 letter. Meaningful English words. Beautiful creativity is this. You can engage your children. Knowledge will get tested. Teachers can take trust. Students will be studying. This is what I do in my camp. A single man conducts 10 days camp without sleep. You know why I don't sleep? You can imagine teenage 20 girls and 20 boys staying in a house. Got it? And if somebody falls sick, there is no doctor beside. And I have got creative, my students who attend 20 camps, brightest of the brightest, they will come beside and then sit. And I am stretching my legs and then sleeping on my bed. Children will be sitting both sides and asking a lot of questions. And half sleepy mood I will be answering questions. And sometimes they take my poetry, one reads, another interprets. Because that rhythm of life is full of life from my house. What you see around, the paper boat there is a poetry. So my camp children were making paper boat and then flowing into the river, heavy rain. You know when something comes with a hospital problem, parents will say, don't take them to rain, let them take bath only after 3 days once. As soon as the parent goes, I dump them in water. 6 hours. If they die, let them die. If they wake up, let them wake up. Nobody gets this. Because before dumping in water, we have got a mirchi which is called a kangai. A small mirchi which is 300 rupees per kg. And half of it you eat, nose, ear, mouth, everywhere bleeding, water will come. Inside it boils. And in that you put in water, nothing will happen. Because everything is boiling inside, right? You understood? It was sport techniques like this. How will you do the camp experience? I've got somebody from Cochin visit. My son, first time going out of my house. So he travels all the way from 8 hours, 9 hours to drop him. So he says, when is the camp over? You tell me. I don't give the last like 20 more. I'll tell you when to open. But then after 9 days, I told him one of my friend is coming by so and so train. You should be there at the railway station to pick him and then drop him in some place because they're all very close to me. Like my their children I'm taking care. So my guest they should take care in the city, right? And you know who I'm sending? This boy goes traveling first time I said alone. This train, go. Your father is waiting. In what week, if you cannot make them courageous like that, what is the comeback doing? People travel from Saudi Arabia, 7th class boy, to attend my camp. I say, you send them from Dammam. I'll pick them up at camp. Hey, we never send them. This is how they experience. Nothing learned. At least today, everybody is connected to phone, right? We give them sufficient precautionary measures. That's how we make them strong and courageous. This girl one day took to Hyderabad. Have you ever climbed trees? Me? No, they are not even city, they never get a chance. No? It's a climb. So I was making this built students to climb the tree. First time. Anything can be done if you have courage. Your creativity is within. What I do a lot of craft, a lot of these sort of brain exercise, which makes you become very, very active. Different, you have to invent yourself. So creativity is this. Data collection is there, communication is there, correct? Knowledge also comes, and then you know the most important part. Now you could get 4 things. Now how many you could get? 2 letter words. Maybe 5 of them. Somebody got another one. Now what you should do is feed your 3-4. People will write. Others should tick if they are already written. If there is something you add, you write it. If there is a 20 member people are doing like this, you will see these 90 become really. And you do this exercise in the classroom, it is much better than teaching English in the classroom. You will all do. I am from a Malayalam village school. But what I did is, I did a lot of exercise to learn like this by myself. Nobody taught me. It was all, yeah, how do we do this? Got it? That's fine, but poetry are also like that. You rose to Anagami, you must have never heard those words in your life. Correct? Yesterday I was studying Kalam. K-A-L-A-M. Kalam, right? Immediately. Kalam. Reverse. Malak. Malak means angel. Malak also means all the decoration which you give. So my poetry is Malak to Kalam. The Malak. My decorations to Kalam is the angel. So Kalam's annual day what we did, send it to most of my friends. On my group, if there is a broadcast list, I'll send these on that day. Don't you think people appreciate? And the picture also you should see what I have said. The picture. Kalam's picture. I sent you also. Those who have stored my number will get. That's a block. My poetry is a block. Yeah, 3G is working. See, this is the picture. Malak to Kalam, Malak. The crying lady. See, drawing is very easy. Drawing patterns. See, you draw 2 circles, oval faces. Now you draw this circle like this and this. This is laughing or crying? Smiling. Now this you reverse and this you reverse. So feelings are happening. Your curve, the center of the curve, you reverse it. Your face is also like that. That's why when you cry, when you smile, observe. When you observe 10 pictures, you will notice. You can see cartoon about TPS. I don't know. I've got my cousin who wrote beautiful cartoons. My classmate was there, who is a great cartoonist in Canada. So one of the camp what I did was I called him. I awarded him as the Shiksha Cartoon Award. And he was teaching the methods of drawing. So what am I doing actually? When I am 52, 53, I am learning from my classmate about cartoon. It was not, I want to make my students who are appearing in my camp learn that. I also have a chance to learn, right? What is what it? My cousin draws beautiful caricature of Nehru, Gandhi, and beautiful. You can see that. After I think 25th, 2017. So how do I number them? YY 17, 12, 25. Easy to remember the dates. I have said it. So you are not there in my not blue. If you are there in my broadcast, comes to you. You have saved my number. And you are not there in my you added. I must not have added. You are just in contact, right? So you are not reached that. Ladder. So being creative is every day. Tomorrow I will show you. You want evaluation, right? That was the question. Tomorrow I will do it. You will evaluate. Emotions. Don't ever control emotions. If we like hugging somebody, kissing on the road. Why do you want to control emotions?
In the lunch break,
Understood? Do you want to control emotions? See, actually, we are simple. We wanted to show emotions. But we are not animals. We are a social being. Therefore, we have to be social. Even if somebody feels like hugging, somebody like kissing, control. Actually, ladies are most blessed. Most blessed. You know what? You have freedom to show your emotions. But gents are, you have less freedom. When my mother died, my sister was there. But when I felt like crying, you know, my friends will come and say, you are right. That means only girls can play, boys never play or what? This happens most of the time. Tell you, you stand in a big mall and whichever boy comes to go and shake hand with him. Nobody will complain against you. But a boy stands there and shake hand with all the boys. Finished, you know? Then, so who has more freedom? So generally it is said emotions, feelings comes from heart. That is given full license to ladies. Gents think that they have a big head. Not correct. So Nelson Mandela said you cannot have head and heart together. 2 H is impossible. Only 1 H can be. Which H you want? Head or heart? Which H is good? Feeling is good or good brain is good? Feeling is good. I'll tell you, if you are not able to show your feelings, happiness, sadness, my life of love book, many of the points are there. Give me someone where I can share my feelings. If you don't have only, you know, oh, I don't have anybody where I can share my feelings. Assume that you got an award, not necessarily sadness. You got an award, and you go and tell your wife you got an award. kind of life is this? Don't you feel? Can you go and stand in the center of the road and say, I got Padma Bhushan? No, we can't. All these are only for you have good relations around you. So feelings, sharing, keeping relationships are all very good. Don't control. But where to show, how to show, when to show. That control you should have hiding places. See, you cannot show everybody no. Showing your love to your husband in the best method, making your bed with full wrinkles is not bad. But don't show it in front of your children. That is crime. You can make it arrested. Understood? So showing is not bad. Don't have to control. You have to have these emotions to be. We have all of us have a quota. Bhagavan has given quota for each one of us. It needs to be. Okay. Now the problem is, you asked a very good question. I am saying don't control. But what is to be done? Assume I am giving a lecture now. What did I say? Beginning you were there. I said when Uttar Pradesh works, Madhya Pradesh doesn't work. Right? Suppose I don't have any job, I feel like eating more. I keep on thinking about food. The smell keep on coming, my tummy will start prompting me, eat. But I am not near any food. None of you are on food. I keep on thinking about something else and creative. Brain doesn't work. On that matter, I keep on think. So it is not controlling. What you should do? Divert your attention. Okay. Suppose you know why do you get angry? Because you are unhappy with something else in your life. You know why do you get bad dreams? You got unsatisfied desires. For all that there is a reason. So why am I getting angry? Something simple is creating to you. One reason. Second can be physical. Suppose you have breathing, asthmatic. Definitely those people get angry on everything instantly. So it is not the problem, it's a physical problem. Suppose you catching your nose like this and not allowing to breathe, don't you get frustrated? So for small things also you get angry. Assume that somebody is asking a time is a big crime or what? But you get angry, you know when? See, you have severe headache or you are in a hurry. You want to catch the bus, somebody asks you what do you get angry? Suppose you are running for the bus and then your husband is asking, what is the time now? What is going on? I say no. I'll tell you 3 reasons. When you are eating more curry, when you are in a hurry, and you are in a hurry. Angry. So there are so many reasons. Why emotions are uncontrollable? Because there are multiple reasons for it. One is physical reason. Second one is your food patterns. Those who are eating more sattvic food and rajasic food and tamasic food. Tamasic people, the people will sleep. Rajasic people will become Ajay. 15th chapter Bhagavad Gita. And science, microbiotics or macrobiotics, books are available. And in Pune there is a beauty without the cruelty on website, which will tell you content of each item what you are eating. Beauty without the cruelty. They do analysis on each of the food item what you eat, and then analyze how do you behave. Last summer I conducted a summer drinks program in my house. Nearly 300-400 people came and then had nice drinks and then eating traditional Indian food, sattvic food, what is to be consumed by people. I conducted a workshop called Conscious Living Workshop, in which what food you have to eat so that you become sattvic. So eating pattern has a problem, your health pattern has a problem, your environment. But assume that you have got severe headache, migraine headache, every small thing you get headache. So there are exercises. The last one probably, when somebody comes with all these problems, I do a hospital analysis. The time of birth, manufactured defect is there. What can be done? Two things can happen. Either you can suffer or you can make your neighbors suffer. Suppose in Madam Ration, you have got gravel. Definitely you will have headache. If you don't have headache, you will create headache for all your people. Okay? So it's all different reasons. This has to be analyzed. But for children, engage them with a lot of creative activity, the energy will get diverted, so this will become easy. So what is to be done? Give them this, and then ask them, open this, remove this, spare part, give them this, whatever. So many things, anything around them. That's what it is. Lot of craft. A paper will be one of the biggest things, right? You can do a lot of craft. One paper is good. What all can be done? Huh? You know how to make a basket out of it? And nothing is liquid. No paste, no stapler, nothing. It becomes a basket. So many things can be done. No?
Caring is needed. Splash is needed.
Yeah, but it becomes a basket. No paste.
Never putting in.
Anything. So that I will learn something new. So you have to give a lot of activity to your students. Creativity become jugaad. What is jugaad, right? No, jugaad means some trick which you do, which to create something which is not meant for that. It's called jugaad. Yeah, jugaad karte rehte. Suppose you want to open the ढक्कन of a bottle. Jugaad, you take a spoon and do, right? Assume itching in the back. Say spoon which you are using. It's also jugaad, right? You invent a new invention out of some purpose which you don't think is called a jugaad. Master of jugaad. So give some situations, ask your children to do something which is jugaad. And create a lot of exercise about it. So I don't plan. Some jugaad. Everybody will become paid. Give them scissors. No, I'll tell you KG children also I have given needles. Another day she was telling me it's dangerous, but I have given. What do I do is if somebody wanted to be very cautious, I prick myself at the throat. If you prick like this, blood will come. And this is going to be painful. And we act. Oh, it's so much pain like that we act. No child will harm them. And evaluation. When my son was doing LKG, this was introduced in the progress report. It is written. The child can pass thread through the needle. It was given as evaluation. It was added as an evaluation.
In our time, in our schooling, we used to have SUPW. That was the name of the class, which we said social useless productive work. We used to term it like that. It was productive work. Then we used to learn threading also from grade 1. The first
See, I studied tailoring when I was in 7th class. I stitch. I know all that. You give me any design, I will tell you how to stitch that. I don't even have to try. You give me any dish, I will know how to prepare. Just tasting is good enough to tell what is the content ingredient I will make much better than that, or maybe equal. Guys, can I have it? And enjoy doing it. Not that, oh, so you have to enjoy. Make your children to enjoy what they do. Writing poetry. See, everybody's mother tongue is different, right? Which class you teach? You? You know nursery rhyme? What is that one vessel where generally people first think when they say? People see that one. Which language is good for that? Telugu. Okay. English. What is the Telugu for that? Telugu for that. Mersu mersu akashamu. Another Banga. It's not good. You tell me better Telugu than this translation.
According to me, I'm not like that. My Telugu is different. So,
Yeah, next line.
twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
How do you translate that into Telugu?
Let's say, Chinna Nashatra.
It's not a song. But we make it a song. Then next line.
Let's say, Chinna Nashatra.
Then
Difficult to translate.
next one.
How I wonder what you are.
Never.
How I wonder. Australian.
But song, you know. So one exercise for you. Next one. Next line.
How the world so high.
Paine paine akasham.
I am
Paine paine అంటే చాలా పైన కదా. That is poetic happiness. Correct? Paine paine akasham. Meede meede maananth వైడూర్యం పొల్మిన్ను. മിന്നും മിന്നും താരകമേ എന്തൽപദമാണ് ഈ ദൃശ്യം മീതെ മീതെ മാനത്ത് വൈഡൂര്യം കൊണ്ടുവന്നു. That's my father. This is the translation is the best method to improve your language. Mirsu mirsu akasham. Then I'm not a Telugu person. Little bit. Chale kada. Now another song is the London Bridges. Where is London Bridge? Where is London Bridge? Look at DrTPS London Bridge. You will see it's not in London. London Bridge is. What is the next line?
falling down.
Falling down. When he was writing the poem. So today also it is falling down or fallen down? If it is fallen down, will it be there? So which London Bridge is there now? A new one. This poetry was written by whom? Never checked it now. Tinkle Tinkles, who wrote? Never checked it now. Don't you think as a teacher you should know little more than the students? This much long, this slightly short. And then it's out. Only I don't know what to do with the two digits. So you should check who are the authors. I checked it. And form the London Bridge is known as it's an American now. Before falling down, after seeing the poem, American fellows came purchased it, shifted to Arizona in America. Is it not a knowledge? Only I know that children. If you don't know more than the children, you also sing a song, they also sing a song. What is the difference? And you are singing it for long years, from childhood to now. Being a student and teacher say knowledge. Ask questions. అర్థమైందా? Ask questions, keep questions that agile in you, live in you, improve your knowledge so you feel salary doesn't come extra. Whether you learn it or not, you will feel dignified. Right? You will be able to say, I learned is different and saying I know is different. See the confidence which is preserved. Why? Because I know. I know what I know. I know what I don't know. Whatever I know, I have done studies, I did research, I invest time. Do. See my videos but comment there. Okay? And send these words 944743794. Search DrTPS. DrTPS continuous without gap. 944743794. Worth of. Today I was mentioning about the sports was just now. If I think of somebody, they will send me a message. That's fine. Ramesh. Most of the cricketers reported. Air India Sports Promotion Board Ramesh to be a secretary. I told him he's the man who is all the sports people reporting. Let's just mention. Morning I was thinking about somebody else. I was going to those people who are connected to me will get connected to me. I think of them that's an So what is your aim? Reading, writing, arithmetic, memory. If you can improve these in children, don't teach them. They will learn. Fine? That's a life skill, that's a learning skill.
She asked about how to control emotions of babies. It's like don't control, distract. So distraction is just for 10 minutes or 30 minutes.
It will become a habit.
But how, if it is not resolved, we'll keep thinking about it.
See, most of our thoughts, actually when you keep thinking about it, start out. I am a doctor. Counseling is a doctor. Generally when they come to me, I don't even ask their problems. We know these are the problems generally. Divert them, make them busy. They have had some problems in their life which must have been bothering. The best thing is to put them into something which is very active, very creative. They will forget it. Even if you counsel them and then make them to forget, they become idle again in your life. Any bad things and mistakes which I have done in life will come back to me the day I am idle. That makes me to contradict myself. Biggest problem in people is I am conflicting myself with my brain to my manas to my atma. If I can resolve this conflict, that's what Bhagavad Gita says. Uddhare atmana pamasade atma ki atmano bandhu atma ki. My enemy is inside me only. My friend is also inside me. Everyone wanted to make an impact. I want to design my life so that I am three things are the requirements in this world. Vishnu Sahasranam, Jnana Vedanta go Brahmana, Satchatriyo Vijayi Bhave, Vaishyo Dhana Sampada, Shudra Sugam Apniya. Vedanta go Brahmana. There are only three types of people. One is Vedanta, their brain, they want to learn. Vedanta go Brahmana. Satchatriyo Vijayi Bhave. And there are people who aspire to become famous, great personality and all, right? They wanted to become famous. The third fellow, what knowledge? Vedanta go Brahmana, Satchatriyo Vijayi Bhave, Vaishyo Dhana Sampada. They always think about money, they are Vaishyas. Shudra Sukam. They want Sukam. These three things and this last one Sukam. Ultimately, everybody wants Sukam. And what is that Sukam? With all these achievements. If any one of you not done, they feel upset. So what do? Make them famous, make them creative.
One step mention. One step mention.
No.
No, nothing.
Don't say one step went wrong, many steps went right. See, I just wanted this dabba, and it is not a
Not the extra thing that
understood. This dabba itself you can make. You can make it at home. Just like that for 2, 3 foldings only. Nothing is there. How many you can do like this? Playing tea. So much of activity which one of my brother was a deaf and he was a great artist of so many crafts like this. So in my childhood, he is no more. In my childhood, my father was sitting with him and learning all this. So I know how to stitch the chair, the plastic chair stitching, making flowers. I make beautiful flowers out of craft flowers, making the fringes inside that. It's all beautiful. So I enjoy. Even now, when something is idle at home, nothing is to be done. Sometimes TV also will make you think creatively. I play with this. And I call some young children and then show them some. Or maybe record my cooking and then put it on video. Or maybe I make some craft and then put it on video. And share to my brothers, grandchildren, my brothers and grandchildren. My nephew has got grandchildren here. So you can imagine. My nephew is a grandfather. So I am great grandfather for their grandparents. So enjoy. Wonderful. What is creativity? Good introduction.
Jane Taylor, wrote the and London is in Arizona.
See the YouTube and put a comment. I got few
I
messages.
saw your videos. One video there is some amusement park. I think it's a bird as well.
That's my son. I took him to Kishkinda. That was old one. I told him recently I went back to my old house where I dumped all my engines during the COVID and shifted house. So I was taking the old CD and then converting and putting into. I took the pens back because that was non-erasable. So you'll have to use some chemistry or water. Is it good?